It's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
For New Country, it's 102.7 KORD at 6:08. You got Rick, you got Patty. Great to be with you. Right now, about 55 degrees, whole lot of sunshine. Going to be another nice day in the 80s for you today.
I love it.
It's going to be
How
nice.
can you not?
Absolutely. As you take on the day, today is International Chihuahua Appreciation Day.
I don't have a Chihuahua. I have lots of friends who have Chihuahuas, though, and they love them.
Roxy, we discovered, is 40% Chihuahua.
Is that right?
She is 40% Chihuahua and then like another 25% Dachshund. So
Okay.
that explains her big long back
Yes.
there. And what's interesting about Roxy, Megan doesn't like Chihuahuas, but we got a Roxy dog that's a Chihuahua because we did the doggy DNA.
But when you look at Roxy, she did. You
doesn't
never
look-
even think
yeah.
anything Chihuahua.
Yeah, I know, but she has 40% Chihuahua there. International Chihuahua Appreciation Day. National Buttermilk Biscuit. Why am I keep thinking of Sir
that
Mix-a-Lot?
sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah, something called Buttermilk Biscuits. National Dance Like a Chicken Day. Bond with Your Dog Day.
That's every day.
Yeah, and Stars and Stripes Forever Day. There you go. And National Brioche Day, too. So there you go. A couple things going on.
Got it.
I know. How do they make these days up?
I don't know.
Somebody sits around and makes up days?
Well, they kind of do.
Yeah.
I worked with a couple in Pennsylvania, and that is what they did. And like several of them are, we've got the rights to that.
We've got
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, and then the cease and desist if we're going to sue you because you're using our day or something.
Right,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Well-
there was a National Hootie Hoo Day.
Did you just see this big story that was breaking was Bob Ferguson, who's running.
Yeah, there are two other people with the name Bob Ferguson
He
running.
forced him out of the race.
Well,
that's crazy because they deliberately got in the race because their name was
Bob Ferguson.
Yeah, they weren't legitimately running.
You know
but
what
wow.
what they could have done to help their case or cases,
Yeah.
as it might be, at least put a photo up. There was no photo.
Right.
I would vote for the real Bob
Right,
the real Bob Ferguson stand up.
Well, I know, but it was just interesting.
I mean, technically, they really are Bob Ferguson.
There was a movie called Distinguished Gentleman. I think it was an Eddie Murphy movie way back in the day where the senator had died. You know, and his name was John Jackson or
Okay.
whatever, and another John
Same
Jackson.
thing.
Yeah, and that's the joke of the
That's
movie.
not the same guy.
But they vote. Oh, it's John Jackson, right? So they voted like Eddie Murphy into Congress, and that was kind of the hilarity ensues. You know what I'm saying? Comedy ensues.
Right.
Anyway, that was an interesting story yesterday. It was like,
Yep, there are two other Bob Fergusons.
yeah,
Who knew?
yeah. I've never known anybody who wanted to be Rick Michaels. So. Or maybe no one's ever wanted to be Patty Banner.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So it was just an interesting story that broke yesterday.
I thought.
We're going to work on the Facebook fun, another edition of Nashville News, and of course our final week of Luke Combs, Patty.
This is the final week.
This is it.
Dang,
Yep.
we're gonna have to work hard to come up with something else.
That's right. It's
I
around.
heard. There's some things in the works from what I'm hearing.
I've heard some things. All right, so we'll tell you more about that on the way. Let's get your day started. Grab a cup of coffee. You got Rick and Patty.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Get ready, Tri-Cities. Pet Overpopulation Prevention's annual Pooch and Pal event is back and better than ever. Mark your calendars for June 15th at Columbia Point Park. Lace up your sneakers and leash up your furry friends for a fun-filled 5K walk or run. Early registration is happening now. Sign up today and snag yourself a cool t-shirt, swag bag, and exclusive access to the post-fun run party. But wait, there's more. Pop is also seeking vendors and sponsors to join in the excitement. Visit poptricities.org to register. That's POPP tricities.org. Sign up and get involved. Sun's out, tongue's out, folks. Let's make this year's Pooch and Pal the best one yet. See you there. For New Country, it's 102.7 KORD. And of course, he's going to be at Watershed. I know last year he was under the weather.
Right, so he never,
didn't make it to Watershed. So the good news is if you're a Luke Bryant fan, he is going to be at Watershed this year. So, and of course, one station will have all the passes to Watershed.
I've heard some things.
I've heard some things too. KORD will definitely have tickets. So make sure you download the KORD mobile app so you can play along. Right now, sunshine for you, 55 degrees. Always great to have you alongside us. And here you go. Facebook fun. Question of the morning. How far do you live now from where you grew up?
A long ways.
A long way for Patty. What do you think? Got 2,000 miles?
I'm not sure. I'm Googling it right now.
I wish I was that exciting. I'm a Washingtonian, so for me, I'm 2.5 hours away, 140 miles. Clarkston, Washington is my hometown. So, Anatone,
a Soten.
So, yeah, you can drive. I have to fly.
You got to fly. I can drive. Yes, I can drive. I could be over there in a couple hours, grab myself some Fazari's pizza, Sharp's Burger Ranch.
I'm 1,530.4 miles away from.
That's not too bad.
I can get there on the car in 22 hours and 15 minutes.
All right. Nonstop.
Nonstop.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Just so you know, there's a direct flight.
Yeah, that is
right here from Pasco.
Oh, there you go. That's even better, right?
Yep.
That's even better.
It's a Delta connection.
So there you go. Facebook fun. How far do you live from where you grew up? It always fascinates me. Some people just never leave town. I mean, that's
that's yes.
They just don't. They don't. But you and I have been in radio, so I have been up and down the dial.
Where's the best place you've lived? Where you had the best time?
Okay. I'm going to say it, and then people are going to flip out because they'll disagree with me.
Why?
But for me, my most favorite place I've ever lived was Seattle. I loved it. We lived in West Seattle. I worked in downtown Seattle underneath the Space Needle. And for me, I'll just describe it to you. A perfect day in Seattle is truly a perfect weather day is truly a perfect day because you got the sound, you got the breeze, and if it's 75 and
there's a lot going on in Seattle.
Well, yeah. I mean, and so the first thing people always say, "Oh, traffic." I hear you on that.
That's the only thing I don't like about it.
So, but I lived there in the late 90s.
Okay.
Loved it. My son loved it. My wife loved it. And so here's the deal. You got to make a lot of money to live in Seattle, basically. Mm-hmm. If you make a good...
there's construction going on everywhere.
Well, there is, always. Well,
new stuff, but I mean, I don't... Yeah. I'm like, wow, how'd they tear that building down and put another one up?
They do.
I know.
They do.
I saw it.
So I think I probably lived in a, what was rent back then? $650 for our 2-bedroom apartment that we had back then. So it wasn't too bad. I couldn't imagine what that apartment goes for now.
Thousands of dollars.
But we had a great time because we would go to the Woodland Park Zoo, we'd go to the Space Needle, we'd go to Point Defiance. I mean, there's a lot of things when you have a toddler. And then what we did is we got sneaky is we just bought a year pass.
Got it.
So when you're a toddler, he sees the same thing over and over again every weekend.
Sure.
But to him, it's brand new
That's
again.
cool.
So anyway, my favorite place.
Awesome.
Before we wrap it up, favorite place you've lived?
Pensacola, Florida.
There you go. Isn't that where the big Air Force base is or something?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So
Blue Angels fly.
So what was so cool about it?
Hello, the Golden Coast, the Gulf Coast.
All right. So it's along the coast. So the
it's
wind.
Beautiful. Yeah, except for when they had that big oil tanker. So
yeah.
They're not tanker, but the
not fun
mess, all that
But
oil
the weather
water.
perfect.
But every day.
Every day.
It would rain every day. I will say it's a bit humid for my liking, but Pensacola was just beautiful.
All right. Well, my second favorite place, Tri-Cities. There you go. I haven't left yet. I love it. I'm a Washington.
Oh, yes, but now?
Yeah.
Oh, this Tri-Cities beats
for me.
by far.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is the perfect
place.
place.
This is my place. And there you go, Facebook fun. How far did you live? Now, where you grew up? We want to know. It's Rick and Patty. Good morning.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Jesse, his latest, and take her home at 6:40, number 1 for New Country. It's 102.7 KORD with Rick and Patty. Good morning, 55 degrees sunshine for you. What's going on in Nashville?
The 59th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards announcing its all-star lineup of presenters. Jordan Davis, Little Big Town, Randy Travis, and also Alabama. Just a few of those presenting. The annual award show is happening Thursday in Frisco, Texas, and it will air on Prime Video. Cole Swindell kicking off his headlining Win the Night tour. That's happening this week. He is visiting Canada for a few days before heading off to Brandon, Mississippi on May 24th. The tour also includes dozens of shows through November 15th, and tickets are on sale as we speak. Miranda Lambert doing great things. Mutt Nation is helping animals affected by the May 8th storms in Tennessee. The nonprofit was established by Miranda and her mom in 2009, and it supports animal shelters in times of emergencies. Miranda is holding a benefit concert for the organization in Nashville on October 5th. Jordan Davis, also on his way to a greatest hits album already. The multi-award winning country star has earned his 7th number 1 song this week. Tucson Too Late is at the top of Billboard's country airplay and media base charts. It's also his 4th consecutive number 1 of the Bluebird Days albums. And the University of Oklahoma is gifting Toby Keith with an honorary degree. The late country music icon was awarded that degree posthumously just this past weekend, and it was accepted by his daughter, Crystal. Toby Keith was a longtime Oklahoma sports fan donor, and Toby Keith lost his battle with stomach cancer in early February. He was just 62, and those are your trending headlines.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message, or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Get ready, Tri-Cities. Pet Overpopulation Prevention's annual Pooch and Pal event is back and better than ever. Mark your calendars for June 15th at Columbia Point Park. Lace up your sneakers and leash up your furry friends for a fun-filled 5K walk or run. Early registration is happening now. Sign up today and snag yourself a cool t-shirt, swag bag, and exclusive access to the post-fun run party. But wait, there's more. Pop is also seeking vendors and sponsors to join in the excitement. Visit poptricities.org to register. That's P-O-P-P tricities.org. Sign up and get involved. Sun's out, tongue's out, folks. Let's make this year's Pooch and Pal the best one yet. See you there. Number one for New Country, it's 1027 KORD. Got Ricky, got Patty. Good morning. Sunshine for you on your morning commute right now. 55 degrees. Going to be another great day in the Tri-Cities.
It's beautiful. It's awesome.
I love it. I love it. It's actually so nice. Yesterday was actually perfect as well. And I think Wednesday's
Tomorrow?
90. Yeah, I think tomorrow. Oh my gosh, already.
It's Tuesday.
Oh, so 88 for Wednesday, 90 for Thursday. There you go.
I'll take it.
And then back to 78 on Saturday.
Okay.
So, I know this week is flying by already.
Totally is.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to think about how quick this is. So, my gosh, that's just absolutely crazy. So, anywhere, everywhere on your station mobile app, lots of great things you can check out right now. I know that we've been posting left and right. I've been loving the Northern Lights, the Aurora
all
Borealis.
the photos that people are.
So many.
Isn't it great?
It's
Yeah.
So many good pictures. I have been in bed because we get up so early to see the show.
So you didn't go out and see it at all?
Nah, I didn't see
no.
it. But my friend, I do live vicariously through our friends on Facebook.
Yes.
And then I was even surprised by some of the photos from the Tri-Cities. Because normally when we do these stories about, the meteor shower or the Northern Lights, I'm like, I can't see it.
Friday night was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it was. It honestly was. And so we got a bunch of photos posted for you. Pretty cool. Already posted for you right now. And it's absolutely amazing and stunning that you can check out a lot of these amazing photos. And also, have you ever heard, you are from the Midwest, but
I'm from Minneapolis, St. Paul.
I know, but have you ever heard of a place called Buc-ee's?
I've heard of Buc-ee's in the South.
Yeah, it's in the South, and Texas seems to be the big place for Buc-ee's. Mm-hmm. So, but they're expanding. So
I've never been to one, so I don't know
They're massive. I didn't realize how.
I heard you can get everything.
Yeah, but think about this: 80 gas pumps, like at one.
That is one big gas station.
That's a one big. Yeah.
So, are you telling us there's one coming here?
There's not, but they are expanding. So Colorado. So 5 reasons why Buc-ee's could be the next big thing.
Oh.
Because I recall my college days when I first ran into a Maverick. Now we have Mavericks here, but I never saw one until I went to Idaho. When I went to Boise, years ago. Now we have them. So it's funny when you look at something like a Buc-ee's or a Chick-fil-A or an In-N-Out Burger. You're like, when's that going to come to Tri-Cities?
Yes.
And then next thing you know, they're breaking ground, and suddenly you got a Buc-ee's.
Oh.
So Buc-ee's is like this massive convenience store.
Right.
And
you can, from what I know, you can get everything.
Yeah,
anything and everything.
It's crazy.
There.
It really is. I was seeing some of the photos. I'm like, this thing is mad. This thing is huge. Just think about 80 gas pumps.
And Rick said one's coming.
I did not say it's coming. I just said it could be the next big thing.
I hear you.
So you can check out those articles and more posted for you right now on your station mobile app.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number one for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Heads Carolina 709. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you right now. 59 degrees. Our first code coming down for Luke Combs, 820 this morning. Make sure you download the KORD mobile app. Doesn't cost anything. Just download it and you'll be good to go to play along. 5 times a day we give you a code with Jess and the Job. Woody, Evan's got it for you. We've got it for you. And this is the final week of our Luke Combs Flyaway.
It's gone so fast.
It really has. It goes amazingly fast. But there are big things happening in the wings that we'll talk about when we get to them.
I can't wait to get to that.
But we got another great one coming up around the corner. So Luke Combs right now, listen at 820, 1020, 120, 420, 720. Woo! That's a lot. Anyway, chances to win for you right there. Luke Combs, growing up and getting old tour experience. We want you to win that. Other people's problems got quite the situation. What's going on with Jared here?
Rick and Patty, I'm not insecure. But that's exactly what insecure people say, right? I'm really not. My wife and I have a great relationship. She has a terrific job, and she gets along well with her coworkers. But this one person has a thing for her, and she doesn't see it. He's seducing her by playing the long game, and it's making me nuts that she's oblivious to it. In the past 3 weeks, he's brought her coffee without asking, left flowers on her desk, and gave her a thoughtful card to one of her gift card to one of her favorite stores just because.
Oh, geez.
Well, I told her she needed to shut it down. Tell him to stop bringing those gifts. She says he's a really nice guy and cares about others. And since his wife died a year ago, he's really lonely. He just wants to make people happy. I'm thinking I need to stop this. I see what he's doing because it's something I would do, but my wife doesn't get it. I want to meet this guy in the parking lot after work and have a serious discussion with him. That's not out of line, is it? Jared and Kennewick.
Tough situation to be in. The poor guy's a widower. I get that. It was interesting. I share a friend on Facebook with another person, and sadly his wife passed away. You know, and then out of the blue, my friend sends me this message. What do you know about so and so? I'm like, oh, well, he's a nice guy, and his wife recently passed away. And she goes, well, he keeps hitting on me. You know, and I said, oh, and
awkward.
And she goes, and his wife just passed. I said, well, he's in shock. He's, been traumatized. You know, he doesn't know what to do. He's lonely, all these different things. And she goes, yeah. She goes, it's. I told him he's gonna need to wait.
Yeah.
And now she's single. I'm saying, but she's single. But she's like, I'm not getting involved with you at this point of grief, if that made sense.
I mean, and this sounds like she'll handle it.
I don't think it sounds like she's not interested or like she's,
Well, I do think you'd be out of line to have a little discussion with him after work in the parking lot.
Yeah, that might be.
I don't know.
But what if you, Patty, had a coworker?
I'll just tell you from personal experience.
Okay.
And it wasn't this, but my husband has stuck his nose into like my working situations.
Okay.
And that's out of line,
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, no. Stay in your lane, man.
Well, what if this was happening to you, Patty, at work? What if you were getting flowers, coffee, a gift card to one of your...
I'd love it.
Like, step up, Jeff. Step up, Jeff.
Yes, that's what my husband needs.
So you wouldn't take that as this guy's hitting on your...
I would not.
All right.
But maybe he is. I don't really know if there's more. I still think you're out of line. Let her handle it.
Yeah.
Let her come to you and if she needs backup or you know what I'm saying, she'll handle it.
I always feel like, to me, it's like, now if she suddenly starts talking about, so and so, I'm like, okay, what's going? Radar goes off. But she, as he said, she seems to be completely oblivious to it. Oh, he's just a nice guy. Da 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 da. I don't know. I understand where Jared.
If Megan all of a sudden started talking about so and so,
I would take.
You'd have that. You'd have that chat with the dude.
Not
in the
with the guy.
lot?
Not with the guy, but I would definitely. If it's suddenly, so and so did this and so did that, and I'm like, okay, now I'm.
But how are you going to shut it down?
How I'm going to shut it down?
Let her shut it down.
I'll talk to my wife first off, right off the bat. I'm like, hey, what's the deal with so and so? And then I'll just watch her eye, and if she giggles or gets blush, like, okay, shut it down. No, anyway. So, Jared, we'll do our best to get this conversation going.
I'm saying you would let Megan shut it down first, right? I mean, are you gonna have
absolutely.
that? Yeah.
She gets first shot, but then I get second shot. If she can't shut it down, then I take care of business. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. You don't be sniffing around my meat. So I know.
What?
Yes.
Oh my God. Some days, Rick.
I know.
Holy buckets.
Yeah, I'm a dude.
Did you just say that?
You don't sniff around my meat.
Wow, he did.
Yeah, you don't. That's all I'm going to say about that. My wife's going to kill me for saying that.
Wow, you're already 50 Shades of Red right now.
Because I've said stuff like
you
that.
You better think before you.
I've said
when
stuff
you,
like
and you
that.
actually did, and you still said it.
Oh, yeah. When she's like,
man.
so-and-so at the gym, I'm like, who's sniffing around my meat? All right, Jared. Oh, I'm in trouble.
I might have to take care of business, folks.
She might have to slap me good. All right.
You want to see me outside in the parking lot, Rick? Wow.
All right, Jared, we'll do our best to solve this for you. 547-KORD app chat us what you would do. We want to know. We're going to share your comments coming up. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 102.7 KORD.
You proof. Good morning, 724. Number one for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. You got Ricky, got Patty. Great to be with you. Sunshine on your Tuesday. We took a week off, but we're back again. I love this Trivia Tuesday with our friends at CG Public House, who's celebrating their 40th anniversary right here in the Tri-Cities.
And with that, we have a $25 gift card.
That's right, but you got to answer a little trivia question, right, Patty?
It is a trivia question, and it's, we thought, kind of easy.
This is a fun one.
We'll see.
Yeah, here we go.
You got to know your presidents. CG Public House started in 1979. Who was the U.S. president in 1979? Was it Gerald Ford, John Kennedy, Jimmy Carter, or Ronald Reagan?
All right, 547 KORD, 547 KORD. Grab a call right now. Good morning, KORD. You got a guess for us. Who was the president in 1979?
I think it was Carter.
It was absolutely Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Absolutely. There you go. Congratulations. Who's this?
This is Chris.
Hey,
Good morning.
good morning,
Hey, Chris.
You're
How
going,
are you?
Yeah, going to CG Public House. He's celebrating 40 years in the Tri-Cities. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, hang on here. We'll get you taken care of just like that. And don't worry, we'll do it all over again. Trust me, the questions get a little tougher. And we'll do that next Tuesday for you. And again, celebrating the 40th anniversary of our friends right there at CG Public House. Rick and Patty, KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. 1027 KORD. He's one of country music's biggest stars, and you can see him live in Phoenix. Listen for the Luke Combs contest codes at 820, 1020, 120, 420, and 720, and then enter them on our app. Grand prize winner gets concert tickets for them and a friend, airfare, hotel, and $500 cash. Get contest rules and more info on our app. Brought to you by Columbia Nashville on number one for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. 735. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you. Right now, about 59 degrees sunshine. Today's high near 85. By the end of the week, about 90. So, going to be warm again. And then on the weekend, going to drop back down to about 78. All right, high school yearbooks are about to be distributed. Remember high school yearbooks? How many of those do you have? You have a couple of those?
Friends forever.
Yeah, man. Stay cool. And I indeed
Stay cool over the summer. See you next year. Or congratulations, graduate.
That's right. Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
So because I was a poor kid, I always waited to the end of the year to buy my yearbook because then they dropped it
Very
down to
discounted.
well, yeah, they got,
Yeah.
there's a limited supply for and even back then, it was $15 even back then for a good yearbook. So every year at the end of the yearbook, I wouldn't buy it at the beginning, didn't have the money, but I'd wait till the end of the year to buy my yearbook. And so in high school, Patty, were you named most likely to do something?
I don't think so. I don't remember, actually.
Yeah.
No. And
No, you weren't named.
I was not named. No, not that I'm aware of. In fact, like I don't even have my yearbook from my senior year.
Right, 'cause
I
you
got
left
like
early.
10th or 11th.
'Cause you left early, yeah.
But I might have my sophomore and junior
Right,
year.
right.
I know but it's fun. I took half the photos in it.
Oh, so were you on the you were on the yearbook staff?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. I was in publications for a couple of years. I was not on the yearbook staff. I was in the newspaper staff, but it was a combo thing in high school.
I get it.
Where you get what was yearbook
Sure.
and publications. So, and of course, I was never cool enough to be most likely to do anything. So people are most shocked more that I'm in radio. They were when they discovered later that I'm a radio broadcaster.
I don't think people picked this path for me.
No, exactly. I'm same course. People did not expect me to be doing what I do today, and you and I have been doing it a long time too. So, But anyway, it was a surprise. And they're, you were so quiet in high school. I'm like, you didn't know me.
Did you have like different theme days? Like wear your socks
Oh,
to
yeah.
school day.
Yeah, we had those,
different
sure.
colored sock day.
Sure, absolutely. We had
Wear your pajamas.
Yeah. So in high school, we had a couple of those Spirit Day. They called them Spirit
Yes,
Days.
yeah.
When I was in high school, to me, it's like, nah, I didn't want to leave any opportunity to get made fun of. So I didn't do any of those because no, if I wear something, someone's gonna make fun of it. I'm not gonna because again,
Oh, I know. You had to have cool.
I was a poor kid. So if I tried to do anything, it was like makeshift or thrift store.
Yep.
And the cool
Same
kid's
here.
like, oh, look at, he didn't, I was like, no.
Kids are cruel.
They are. So I was like, nope, if you don't have the money, I'm not doing it for Spirit Day. So in high school, were you named most likely to do blank? How did you earn
We'd
the
like to
title?
hear.
I'm sure there's the best dressed, best looking. I mean, the list goes on and on. I think I'll have to pull out my yearbook. I mean, all the kids. And I look back, yeah, most of the kids did okay that they said that they were going to be.
Well, I know Lori's in her car listening right now, and I'm curious as to what Lori was voted most likely to be or do. Or,
All right.
You know what I mean?
We'll take the calls. Here we go. If you were most likely to do something, what was it? How'd you earn the title? We want to know. Share your stories coming up. You got Rick and Patty.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Zimmerman, where it ends, 749, number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD. You got Ricky, you got Patty. Happy Tuesday. Right now, about 65 degrees on your morning commute. A whole lot of sunshine for you. Anywhere, everywhere on your KORD mobile app. High school yearbooks being handed out or soon to be handed out. And again, stay cool. I love that. Call me
Friends
sometime.
forever.
Friends forever. And the best part about social media, I will say this. The cool thing about social media is people that I was not friends in high school with, I'm friends with now on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing about social media is people that I never in a million
Keep in
years
touch with, sure.
And so that's kind of the cool thing about social media. You're able to catch up with people that you didn't have great relationships with in high school. So yearbooks being passed around. Patty, I wasn't cool enough, but most likely to do blank. You took photos though. You did take photos.
I did take some photos of the
That's
kids
cool.
in our school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure they use some of them.
Yeah.
You know, I remember, having great pride. Oh, I took that photo of, so-and-so.
So did you go through the yearbook and try to count how many times you were in a yearbook photo?
I've never been in any of them.
Yeah, okay.
No, I was
say.
just the typical class photo.
Yeah, I was in the clubs, like if you were in a club or something,
Yeah.
that's the photo. And then, it's like, high school life where you're hanging out and you're like, oh, why am I?
I think I was like in choir. Oh,
Right. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
You-
So we've taken your calls, 547 KORD. In high school, you were named most likely to do blank. How did you earn the title? And tell us how it happened and, what were you?
I was voted most likely to rob a 7-Eleven.
What?
My best friend at the time was a guy, and he actually did rob the local gas
no.
station
What?
our junior year of high school.
Oh,
So I don't
geez.
know, maybe because we were friends, because it was usually a boy and a girl for the categories. We hung out, so that's what I was voted for, and that's what my picture is in my yearbook from.
Oh, wow.
My husband currently is a cop. So
Oh, yeah. That's great.
It's ironic. That's
I
was
love
voted.
that. Yeah, that's a great story. So, yeah, we didn't have the funny
I
ones.
didn't have
No, we
ours
didn't,
were
we didn't have the funny ones, man. But
just the typical most likely to succeed.
Yeah,
in blank.
best
Yeah,
dressed,
yes.
cool. I mean, I don't know if we had coolest. I don't think there was ever any coolest kid or anything like that. But it was like best dressed, most athletic.
Yes.
Most athletic. I wonder, did we
I
have
think
most?
we even had like a most photogenic one.
Oh,
too,
photogenic,
you know.
exactly. Yeah, little things like that. But man, the funny ones, if you've got the funny ones, keep them coming. 547 KORD. Take more of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD. 102.7 KORD. He's one of country music's biggest stars, and you can see him live in Phoenix. Listen for the Luke Combs contest codes at 820, 1020, 120, 420, and 720, and then enter them on our app. Grand prize winner gets concert tickets for them and a friend, airfare, hotel, and $500 cash. Get contest rules and more info on our app. Brought to you by Columbia Nashville on number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Ashley, how are you?
Morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh my gosh, we had to sneak in and get the goat in the studio because I know you're headed to our sister station, Kona
Yes,
AM. And
yes.
so Wishing Star Foundation.
Yes, I'm here with our baby goat today.
Who is this?
One of many baby goats.
Yeah.
I'm going to be calling him Vincent Van Goat.
Oh.
So I think
love it.
Yes, he's a creative guy, I can tell. So I'm going to be visiting with some of our partners today, just getting everybody excited for next week, which is our goating week. Next week, you're going to see these guys all over town.
I
So-
love this, Ashley. We've done this years past, and it's been a lot of fun. Last year, we sent ours to Monty over there at KNDU, and you can gift a goat, basically.
Yeah,
Tell
how's
us
it
about
work?
it.
Yes.
How does it work?
Yes, you absolutely can. So you go to our website, wishingstar.org, and you can order a goat delivery to anyone you want within the Tri-Cities area. So for $75, you want to surprise your coworker, your mom, your best friend, anyone you want, your competitor. You can send a goat right over.
We did.
I'm all about that.
A few years ago, we sent we sent it to Adam and Jen over at the Wolf. So
and sometimes they start getting sent all back and forth. In that case, you can buy goat insurance. If you would like to be on the Do Not Goat list, we do have goat insurance available.
I love it. It's almost like the polar plunge, where if you want to be in the chicken coop, you don't want to get a goat.
You don't actually have to partake.
Exactly. So you can buy goat insurance to make sure you don't get a goat. How could you not want Vincent Van Goat? Oh my gosh! I mean,
oh look, he wants to sing.
I know.
Like.
He does. He's like, no, I think he wants to chew it. He wants to chew it. So this kicks off next week.
Next week, the 20th through the 24th. Our headquarters is Ranch and Home over there in Kennewick. You'll see us all over town. Get your pre-orders in by this Friday.
Okay.
So that you're on the schedule for next week, getting your goat sent out to whoever you're wanting to surprise with this sweet little guy.
He's so cute. He's amazing. You have the best job. I thought I had the best job.
Yes.
I thought I had the best job.
I can't argue with you there. I cannot argue with you.
You get to play with goats all day long.
Yeah.
And they're good to go. And Vincent Van Goat, he's so cute and adorable. So again, the website, Ashley, before you go.
Wishingstar.org. Yep. Hop on there. We still have opportunities for volunteers to spend the whole day with a goat. And we have opportunities still for sending a goat to one of your friends.
I love it. So if they want to volunteer, same website,
wishingstar.org. It'll lead you right to where you need to go.
I love it. You guys do such great work. And Vincent Van Goat, you can just leave Vincent if you want. Ashley, you can go, but you can leave Vincent with us. We'll take the goat any day.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Ashley, thanks for coming in. And again, it is a great cause, and we kick off next week. So hopefully you'll be back again next week so we can talk more about it. And there you go. One last time, the website,
wishingstar.org. Thank you guys so much for having me.
I love it. Go gift a goat. We're going to we got to pick out who our victim is this year that we're sending a goat to.
I know a few people.
I don't think they're a victim. It's a lot of fun, actually. So get more details right there. Thanks, Ashley, for coming in. 102.7 KORD.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
Get ready, Tri-Cities. Pet Overpopulation Prevention's annual Pooch and Pal event is back and better than ever. Mark your calendars for June 15th at Columbia Point Park. Lace up your sneakers and leash up your furry friends for a fun-filled 5K walk or run. Early registration is happening now. Sign up today and snag yourself a cool t-shirt, swag bag, and exclusive access to the post-fun run party. But wait, there's more. POP is also seeking vendors and sponsors to join in the excitement. Visit poptricities.org to register. That's POPP tricities.org. Sign up and get involved. Sun's out, tongue's out, folks. Let's make this year's Pooch and Pal the best one yet. See you there. Arizona would love to get you there. And the code is right now 488. 488. The code is 488.
Got it, 488.
This is the final week. Final week of our Luke Combs Fly Away. Again, the code is 488. Good luck on that. Okay, going to tie this one off. Other people's problems. Got a situation going on here with Jared. What's going on with Jared?
So he says his wife and he have a great relationship, and she's got a great job. She gets along with all her coworkers, but this one person has a thing for her. She's not seeing it, and he's really seducing her. He's playing the long game, making me nuts, and she isn't catching on. She's oblivious to it. In the past 3 weeks, this dude bought her coffee, left flowers on her desk, and gave her a thoughtful gift card to one of her favorite stores just because. I told her she needs to shut this down, tell him to stop bringing gifts. She says he's a really nice guy and cares about others, and, his wife just died, so he's really lonely. He just wants people to be happy. Well, Jared says, I think I need to stop this. I would love to meet him out in the parking lot and have a serious discussion with him. Is that out of line? Jared.
Yeah, a lot of comments on that on the Facebook already. What are people saying?
I like Cola. She says, oh my God, I could understand if the coworker did that for her birthday, maybe, but he should really talk to his wife about how he feels. If he did it for his coworker, would it be okay? Having a little discussion after work is not worth it.
Michelle says, well, if it's a gay guy, then I'll be fine with it, laugh out loud. But if he had a wife before that, then not okay to bring flowers or gift to someone if they are married. Your wife needs to talk to him and tell him to stop. And that's from Michelle.
Sarah says, does he get stuff for other coworkers too? Or just your wife? If it's just your wife, I'd let her know that that's inappropriate for him to do that. to a married woman and that you're uncomfortable with it. I would let her know that you're going to have a talk with him and keep it civil.
Yeah, Shell says your wife needs to shut it down. The coffee sounds like he's nice, but flowers and gift cards sounds like affairs, divorces. This happens in the workplace all the time due to things like this and people like this. Where is HR? If your wife doesn't want to go to him and stop, she can go to HR, another coworker, and let them report it. People might be lonely, but find someone who isn't married. And that's from Shell.
Marissa says, nope, 9. Yeah. And then NFW, I get that. Take it to the yard, he'll stop. But then Christina says, I'd talk to your wife, tell her that she needs to set boundaries. Your feelings are valid. She needs to respect that. If she lets it continue, then you have bigger problems. Reverse the roles.
Now, Chelsea says, are you mad he's doing these things? And are you mad because you don't? And it's making you look bad, which in turn is making you a little nervous? That's from Chelsea. Interesting.
And Jason says, coffee's okay, but flowers and a gift card to her favorite place, politely decline. There's no reason for it other than trying to slide in.
Absolutely. So, the poor guy, obviously, sadly, his wife passed away and he is lonely. There's no doubt about it. And maybe he is legitimately being nice.
Yeah.
But there are boundaries. And to me, buying a coffee for a coworker is okay. But then when it's flowers, and gift cards to their favorite places, that's where you cross.
It starts getting a little too much.
That's where you cross the line. And even if your wife's oblivious about it, I think you have the discussion first with your wife and just say, hey, honey, this makes me feel uncomfortable. And then if she continues the behavior, well, then that's an issue with your wife. You know what I'm saying? But
do you think it's his place though to go shut it down in the parking lot?
No,
I don't either.
I mean, not to say I haven't said I wasn't going to do that.
I know.
I'll meet you outside any day of the week. But but I'd let the wife. let her handle it first, and then if she doesn't, then you can. Not to say that I would never go to say. If some guy kept bothering my wife like that, there would come a point where I'm like, okay, we can just discuss this outside, and he'll end up kicking my butt. But I will stand up. That's one thing I have to clarify. It's like I've never been afraid to fight. I've lost a few fights in my time, but I will stand up. No matter even if the guy is 3 times the size of me, I'll take the hit because I will at least stand up. And I've had my butt kicked a couple times. I've won a couple fights. Actually, nobody in a fight wins. If you really want to know the answer, nobody in a fight wins.
Well, because when you're really in it, you got that adrenaline going.
But no one wins.
Nope. No. I hate confrontation.
I don't like it, and the few fights I've been in have not been fun. But again, I'm not afraid to stand up if I had to. But this particular situation, you got to go with your wife first.
Tell her to shut it down.
And then if she doesn't shut it down, then you handle it from there. Jared, crazy situation, but we know this happens all the time to lots of folks. What do you guys think? 547-KORD, app chat us. What would you do in this situation? Would you take it out to the parking like Jared wants to, or would you talk to the wife? We want to know. It's other people's problems. You got Rick and Patty.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show, number 1 for New Country, 102.7 KORD.